Good morning. Thank you for being here. We just concluded a very important roundtable here together with Prime Minister and representatives of the energy sector, the nuclear regulator, some representatives of political parties and environment, ecological movements, a broad spectrum of the Slovenian society, looking at the situation in the world when it comes to the energy debates in general terms and the nuclear, the place of nuclear in these energy debates, and of course with a particular focus on the plans here in Slovenia, the upcoming referendum to decide on the future and the possibility of having a new nuclear power plant in the country. I was pleasantly surprised by the depth, the technical depth of the questions I had, and I tried to provide as good as I could, as well as I could, a very accurate impression of what is happening in the world. It is obvious that there is a lot of interest in nuclear in Europe and in the world, and so for me it makes eminent sense that you have this kind of discussion here in the country as well. And if you have any question, I would be happy to take it.
Has the reapproachment of the IAEA and Iran stopped due to the threats expressed by Israel to attack Iran's nuclear facilities? And the second one, has the agency confirmed Ukraine claims that Russia wants to attack Ukraine nuclear power plants?
Okay, well, two important, very topical issues, of course, with regards to the Middle East and with regards to Iran. I am now engaging with the new government. As you know, they have a new government, a new president, and I agreed in New York with the foreign minister that I will be visiting Tehran soon to try to re-engage with the government and to mobilize them into cooperating more closely with the agency, of course with a view, if possible, to facilitate a wider agreement. As you know, a previous agreement that existed, JCPOA, was sidelined. It's not being complied anymore. So there is a clear vacuum, a deficit there that needs to be somehow repaired. And these are my efforts at the moment. In terms of the situation there, the very tense situation that we are having, it is of course my hope that there won't be any problem with regards to nuclear installations. Of course, it is not something that the IAEA is responsible for. We try to provide precisely by dialogue with Iran and concrete actions that Iran has to take, the necessary confidence that there is no nuclear development in Iran that would lead to nuclear weapons there. With regards to Ukraine in Russia, we are focusing on the protection of the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, which is very, very fragile because it is in a combat zone, very near to where combats are taking place at the moment. We are also present at all the other reactors in Ukraine, Rivne, Nitsky and South Ukraine. We have IAEA personnel dispatched there, and in particular regarding your point on the possibility of further damage to the energy infrastructure in Ukraine, we have now started a process to monitor the critical substations, electric substations and switchyards in the territory of Ukraine to assess any possible impact on the nuclear safety in the country. Very good. If there are no further questions, I thank you very much.